All right, day 29 of the 90-day challenge. 99 problems, but this ain't one. Yes, we got another day of training coming in for you. Now, we're not going to go into Facebook today. We'll pick up on Facebook tomorrow. So here's the thing. We implemented the Craigslist ads yesterday. We added the the clickable images onto those. We're doing a lot of clickable images for Facebook also. Tomorrow, we're going to go ahead and add and create our own capture pages and a couple of different ways we're going to do that. But for this episode, we're going to talk about just reviewing what you have done. Okay. See, it sounds more simple than it probably is. Simply for the matter of this. I'll go back to look over where I progressed, what my progress has led me to today. As far as the posts I've created on Facebook, the posts I've created in Craigslist. Okay. Also, just because this is something I think is going to carry over into the paid advertisements, because we're right now I'm using free advertisements, and I just need to check my numbers to see which ads are working the best, where the wording is working the best for headlines, the copy that I'm using, and try to tweak things as I go along. However, when I get into paid advertisements, it's going to make so much more sense as far as having a great understanding of what I'm doing, and what I'm tweaking, how I'm tweaking the process of tweaking my ads and tweaking my headlines is going to make so much more sense when I see those numbers, because I will have a larger audience than I have right now. But I'm hoping that through my free advertisements that I'm going right now, I will eventually get to an audience size that I can have some good steady numbers. What I mean by that is this: when I'm posting different videos onto Facebook, here's what I found out. There's certain times of the day when I post a video, when I post something to Facebook, that I get different feedback. Like, there's more feedback during certain times in the day than there are in other times of the day. And that may not be specific. It's not specifically to whether that's a video post or whether that's a picture or just a quote or something like that. The thing about it is, when I send a video, I get different responses in the morning, I get different responses in the afternoon, different responses in the evening. And whether that video is from me, a personal video, or something uploaded from YouTube, gives me a different response. Okay? Now, and also during what time. When I post a picture, it gets a certain response during certain times of the day, whether that's morning, afternoon, or night. Okay? Now, there's different audiences on Facebook, of course, throughout the day. So extra responding back to comments and instant messaging and things of that nature. As far as communicating directly with somebody, that is just depending on the person you're talking to. But what I'm finding out is, I have to pay attention to which ad to post at different times, and which post to put up at different times. So tomorrow after reviewing what I've seen for the past week, for the last 2 weeks, I have an idea of what times I want to post certain things, and I'm going to do those for this week and see if I get a more steady response, and see if my response increases, hopefully, as I add to my list the people that are liking my fan page every day. Also, it also feeds back into my Craigslist ad, is that 2 of the ads are working. Like, people are they're clumbing through and clicking through on the ads. The thing about it is, I want to know what it is about those ads that are working as opposed to my other 2 ads. And so I'm reviewing some things on copywriting. And for the most part, what I'm seeing is that the two ads that are working the best are really, those headlines on those are really good headlines, and I really felt they were good headlines when I wrote them, when I created them, because it seems like it was like reaching out and grabbing the person, the audience that I was looking for in those particular areas. The other ads were good, but they were just like, they could or could not. They weren't like as strong, like come get me, come look at what I have, as the other two posts were. So I want to have to reword those other ones. But that's the thing about testing. Okay, so that's cool. Let's see. Other than that, that's about all I want to talk about here today. Is make sure you review what you've been doing periodically, as far as your posts on your different social media, and also go back and look. Don't forget about looking over your posts on your own blog, on your website. Which posts and which posts and what types of posts are getting the most feedback, and you want to post more of those, obviously. Okay, that's about all I'm gonna do for today. So this is Arlando Fortune saying and telling you to keep it as simple as ABC. 1, 2, 3, and don't rate me. I'm out.
Because confidence is all you really need to live your life in style. So just do what you gotta do.